It's like not even 70 degrees and it feels so unbelievably hot sitting in the direct sunlight. Why have I done this to myself? Hello world, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new here to my deck. We're trying this out because space usage during quarantine pandemic is a challenge, but we're working with it. Hopefully you can hear me. If I have to scrap this footage, well, I'm really sorry, future me. Today, as the title of this video hopefully indicates, we are talking about my participation in the O.W.L.s magical readathon hosted by Bookrose. I have never participated in a readathon before. Typically, I shy away from readathons because I'm kind of limited in the books that I have available, because I primarily listen to audiobooks, so whatever is available through my library is what I have. Also, in the readathons that I know about in my experience, feels like it's something that I simply can't do because I'm a slow reader. Maybe that's just my perception. I have no idea, but this is the first time I am doing anything remotely like this, and the reason is I was interested in how the prompts could help me with my 2020 reading goals, specifically reading from my TBR. It can feel kind of daunting when my TBR list on Goodreads is over 200 books to like even approach that and start to bring that number down. And I've never tried using prompts to help me pick books. I've never tried using prompts for reading, and I'm kind of curious about it. So that's what we're doing. We're using the prompts from the O.W.L.s Magical Readathon. Now, I am calling this an independent study because I'm that person. I don't feel totally comfortable trying to claim that I'm participating because I'm not participating in the broader booktube community at all. I'm not engaging at all with others who are participating in the O.W.L.s Readathon, so whatever. Anyway, let's just talk about the career that I chose, the prompts that I'm reading towards, and the books that I have selected for those prompts. Shall we? Yes. Oh, I also want to take a moment and say that I don't support, condone, endorse J.K. Rowling as a human or an author. I am fascinated by the cultural impact of Harry Potter, just like as a phenomenon and as a zeitgeist. I think at this point, it's 2020, we all recognize that Harry Potter there's problems there, right? And that's okay. It has a nostalgia factor and it has this really interesting place in history, but like, it's not perfect, and that's okay. And J.K. Rowling, while the creator of this phenomenon, is super duper not a perfect human. She has said and done things that are hugely problematic and not good, and she has not apologized for them. So I just want to throw that out there, that while I am participating in something that is tangentially Harry Potter related, I do not support this problematic human. Just want to put that out there. I did a whole bullet journal spread setup, which you can see a video of that setup at some point after this video goes up, so look forward to that. Career that I have selected for the O.W.L.s is Potioneer. I have always been drawn to potions. Every time I've taken a quiz or survey or anything Harry Potter related, I have gravitated towards potions as like, what would your favorite class be? What would you be best at? What do you love best? Potions. Absolutely potions. I don't fully know why. I mean, I love to cook, so I think that's part of it. And the requirements for potions are arithmancy, care of magical creatures, charms, herbology, and potions. I could have picked one that only had 4 requirements. I could have done that for myself, but no, I had to be authentic to my nerd self. For arithmancy, this is a book that is outside of your favorite genre. My favorite genre is science fiction, but I read a whole lot of different things, and rather than struggling to find something that is like not technically my favorite genre, I decided to go the easy route and read the thing that I read the absolute least, which is nonfiction. So I have selected Parenting Beyond Pink and Blue by Christia Spears Brown. This is something I mentioned in my video of all of the books I acquired in 2019. This is a parenting guide for raising children without gendered stereotypes. Next up, for Care of Magical Creatures, which is a book with a creature on the cover that has a beak. The creature has a beak, and it is on the cover of the book. I chose Raven Boys, which I chose this because it's the obvious choice, and also I've read part of Raven Boys. I'm filming this on April 3rd. I've read a lot of Raven Boys at this point. I already started reading it, but I knew that I had sort of a leg up on this one because I had already read part of it, and I actually stopped reading it and wasn't going to return to it necessarily because I wasn't super intrigued with it, but we'll do a wrap up at some point and I'll talk about this and my experience reading it at a later time. Charms is a book with a white cover, and I have selected Children of Blood and Bone. This is also one that I have already started and I had to stop reading it because my library hold expired. So I am returning to it. But again, I'm hopeful that because I've already started this, I'll have an easier time finishing it within April. It's one that's been on my TBR for a long time. I've really wanted to read it. I have really enjoyed what I have read of it so far. For Herbology, this is a book whose title starts with an M. I have selected Mouseheart by, what is her name? Lisa Fiedler. So I think what I did is I found the sequel to this at a library book sale and it looked intriguing, so I bought it, not realizing that it was the second book in a series. So I would like to go back and read the first book before I tackle the second one, and I want to read the second one because I own a copy of it. I don't know a whole lot about this. I'm getting, you know, the classic Redwall type vibes, mice on an adventure, fantasy in some sense, but beyond that I don't know a whole lot. I believe it's middle grade, which I tend to enjoy a lot, so we shall see. Lastly is Potions, which is a book under 150 pages. I struggled with this so much. I managed to find something. The version of this book that I have is, I think, like 144 pages, something like that, and that is In the Shadow of Spindrift House by Sean McGuire under the Mira Grant name. This is, again, I mentioned this as something that I acquired in 2019. This was one of my Christmas gifts from a relative. I don't know much about this. I think it's urban fantasy. I think it's spooky house a la Scooby-Doo kind of a deal, but I don't know. But it's really short, so I'm looking forward to reading this. Obviously, it's Sean McGuire, so love that always, no matter what. That's a lot of sirens that's happening. That's a lot of sirens. Just gonna let that go past, hopefully. Oh my god. Now I'm wondering how long the sirens were going on and I just didn't notice because I'm so used to hearing sirens. Oh my god. It's not stopping. It's not stopping. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know down in the comments if you are participating in the O.W.L.s Magical Readathon. Stay tuned for my bullet journal setup of my O.W.L.s Magical Readathon spreads that I decided to do. I don't know when that will be going up, but it'll be going up at some point. I guess I make videos on Monday. That's what I've been trying to do for the last few months, so stay tuned. Subscribe if you feel like it. Give this video a like if you feel like it. That would be cool. Thank you very much for watching. I am rambling at this point. I hate ending videos because it's always this big old ramble thing, so that's all we're gonna say about that. Stay safe, stay inside, social distancing. It's actually working. It's working. We're doing things. Let's continue. We need to be taking care of each other at this point in time. Have a good day.